Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Calm Before the Storm as the Japanese. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, I mean, tensions are rising in Japan, for sure. The military and the civilian government, they are butting heads, I guess you could say. And of course we're going to side with the military as much as we possibly can. You know, I think Japan definitely deserves to be a military state. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so research. Let's go for research B plus 2%. And the Senpatai incident. On the 11th of July, 1933, police said they uncovered a plot to stage a coup by a group named Senpatai. It turned out a terrorist organization, which was frequently linked to the Soviet terrorist attack in the early 1930s, and the radical army officers in the army. They threw bombs at parliament and government agencies for national renovation and military revolution, and plotted for the establishment of the government by the royal family. Fortunately, today, when the attack was launched, police arrested everyone involved in the coup after finding out what they were up to. They also appear to be linked to the Tsuchiya faction in the army and have confessed they tried to assassinate Arik Sadoi, the army minister. Police are planning to bring them to justice, but the public is feeling uneasy about another threat of coup. Some have voiced their support for the suspects. They're not patriots, they are traitors. So right now, support is 15 for Kanin. We don't have any more things we can do for them right now. And yeah, let's do the crisis is over. You're gonna remove the economic crisis, so it's gonna get rid of these, so a little bit of penalties for us. Maintain aggressive economic policy, return to conservative measures. Yeah, the Kanin faction. I think we want to go for a Kanin. And just become very, very conservative. Stabilize the yen, regulates the Batsu. Yeah, I think we just want to go over on this path. The incident escalates further. We waited for the results of the investigation, but there has been no progress in the investigation. It was turned into a mudslinging between the military and the police. The investigation becoming more coercive, with the military and police monitoring both sides. Questions are looming over whether the fight should continue to be a power game between the military and the Interior Ministry, which is already known nationwide. Now there has been an atmosphere of criticism over police overreaction and over-investigation, and some police officers overworked or killed themselves because they could not bear the strain. We now must make a choice. The confrontation between the military and the police has become too intense, and the conflict must end soon. We can end this senseless war of attrition by just siding with the military, but we may just need to wait and see. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it to the generals. I'm sure the generals have the best intentions for Japan in mind. And nothing bad could possibly ever happen. Right now, you're dealing with resistance, scientific economics. The end of the Go Stop incident. On August 7th, 1933, police acquitted Private First Class Nakamura after a 2-month investigation, and the policeman named Toda, who arrested him and made the case, was sentenced to a reduction. Like, okay, like, what does sentence to a reduction even mean? Outwardly, the police have called the incident a result of a reasonable investigation, but the whole nation knows that the police have bowed to the military. His Majesty, who wants to put an end to this iniquity in the United Nations, soon led the military's external victory. Many officials tendered their resignations. Okay, political power goes up by 20. It's creating the far right. You're increasing working hours. I mean, I'm going to say reducing military budget right now, France, probably is not what you want to do. Well, we'll kind of see, like, what's going to happen in Europe. Because, like, we haven't really seen World War II happen in any historic way right now, because the Soviet Union intervened immediately in 1939, and of course we played as the Weimar Republic. World War II didn't happen for the obvious reason that we didn't side with the Nazis. Okay, we're definitely going to go to a conservative policy here. Keep on meeting with the nationalist. And Korea right now, they seem relatively stable. Again, at least for the time being. But I mean, we'll have to kind of like wait and see how things progress. Ethiopian consulate in Osaka. For about 3 decades, we have had good relations with our friends in Ethiopia, giving and receiving official visits and exchanging our cultures. We consider them possible ally in the future. As a sign of friendship, the Ethiopians will open an honorary consulate in Osaka, establishing a more permanent relation between our countries. Why Ethiopia? What a strange choice of allies there. But we'll put one more into support equipment. We'll import aluminum from, let's say, Greece. And we'll import rubber, because we don't want to make our enemies too strong. let's say Siam. Greece, well, like, Greece, I think, is a decent trading partner because we're not giving any factories directly to the French, the British, or the Americans, or, I guess, Soviet Union as well. And Thailand should eventually want to join our faction anyways, once we go into the future. Prepare for the next war. Pro-Japanese policies. Max factory efficiency plus 5%. Army factory production speed plus 5%. Restore democracy. Accept military superiority. Bureaucratic victory. Of course we can't have the bureaucrats win. That'd be absurd. You don't have any descriptions, huh? Spend the Kementai, theocratic officers. Patriotism, stable government. I mean, we kind of need to accept military superiority. Yeah, so I guess we'll rescue democracy. And by that, I mean we're going to turn everything over to the military as soon as we possibly can. Yoshi Kosai resigned. The foreign minister, that's for his resignation in August, he said in a congressional statement, "We cannot give up our rights and interests in Manchuria even if our ground is scorched." It was later attacked by lawmakers and eventually offered us to resign. Okay. Political power gain. The Koya faction. The Koya faction, again, is... I mean, we want kind of like we want these guys down here to lead when we possibly can. That's kind of my thoughts. I mean, 1933, we'll still keep on going for the industry tax. I mean, if we're so far behind on these, we want to catch up as fast as we possibly can. More conservatives. Continent are now at 20 points of influence. I mean, they're getting more influential by the day. I mean, I'm assuming I need to throw points in there as much as we can. Okay, we've rescued democracy. Deal with militarist. More stability, we get a little bit less war support. Deal with the leftist. Well, I think... This is like an anime guy? I don't know what he's doing here. Civilian factory is not bad. Heavy expansion. I guess we'll keep on. We'll go for accept military superiority as fast as we possibly can right now. Because you are going to... The Yokosan faction also gained some points. The Yokosan... Right now they're at -4. And because you support... Kanoi. Modern military figures. Yeah, he's a liberal reform guy. Which I'm significantly less interested in. I basically have no interest in it whatsoever. Okay, upgrade you, upgrade you. Everything here is looking pretty good. Our industry is like slowly catching up to where I think it needs to be. Because otherwise we have some difficulties for sure. We need all 3 of these. No, we just need to get these 2. Renku attempts. Continue on with the... I'm guessing this is July 15th incident. And after that, after we've done that, we can give more support to the military when we can. Because, I mean, we can either slide... In the future, we can either side with the Navy, right? The Navy is the one that supports the invasion of Southeast Asia, or we side with the Army, and the Army is the one that wants to invade the Soviet Union. And I'm not too sure what we want to do there, because... Like a 2-front war against Soviets, like the Soviets, if we attack in Manchuria and Germany's invading in Russia, seems pretty good to me. But of course, that's a 1941 war, assuming things go relatively historically. The 1941 war. And I'm hoping by that point we've already won in China by 1941. I'm hoping if we can actually win in China before World War II even begins. that would be the best case situation for us. But I don't know what the likeliness of that actually is at the moment. Yes, what's your plan? Delete your invasion plans for now. Your job is basically you're going to push here. Purple army is going to spear the way straight down to down here for right now. Because we want to get more units being built. Actually, can I just request your forces? I can. I'm going to take 6 divisions from you. Because I don't think they're better in my hands than they are in your hands. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so you're 5. We're going to deploy you right now in Taipei. Yeah, deploy all of you here. I was going to say assign our best general, but every single general we have is just absolutely garbage. They're all so bad, and I don't know why. Can I switch these? Template is locked and cannot be changed. Can I at least upgrade my generals to, like, be less garbage? Let's go for recovery rate on you. You know what? Like, Fortress Busters might not be horrible. Guerrilla Fighter. I mean, we need to spend our command power some ways, before the war begins. And being capped out, you know, doesn't actually benefit us. And wait, what did I do? I want all of you to combine into one fleet. An heir is born. Congratulations! Today on December 23rd, 1933, Empress Kojun gave birth to a son who will be crowned the next emperor of the country. Congratulations to us. 20 political power. Follow this up. We'll accept military superiority because the military, you know, they know what's best. Let's be honest. You can also go for a military manufacturer. But first, let's also keep on getting the Continent faction as powerful as possible. I guess it's the port's actually down here. Yeah, so you know what? Let's get these guys ready for an invasion. And we'll probably deploy some aircraft down here, but I think we're going to spend like the first 2-3 years just building up our air force as much as we possibly can. Because I will admit, our country is not as militarized as I would like it to be. And there's a lot of Soviet troops on the border, but I'm not worried about a Soviet invasion. So since I don't think the Soviets can actually even invade until like 1938 anyways. So we still got 4 years at minimum before we even had to think about the Soviets doing anything. And I'm still not concerned about that. I don't think they're going to do anything against us. Okay, a general has resigned. I mean, again, like, most of those I don't think really matter so much. Establish 2-year sim flight schools. Sure, you know what? 2% more literacy rate. Why not? Ability goes up. Stability goes up. Technocratic officers. You know what? Let's prepare for the next war. Because I'm going to tell you, I think war is coming. And I'm, you know, it's not just a guess. It's like, I know for a fact that it is. So we've got this navy. Split the navy in half. I see we still got more ships. Oh, you're already in Taiwan. Okay, I mean, that's useful for me. Are you guys at least... No, you're all basically bad as well. You will strike force in this area. We only give you a military commander, but it doesn't really matter who's in charge here. Where are you? Are you this... No, you're different. Which fleet are you? Oh, you're down here. Okay. Well, you'll strike force in these islands in the future. Of course, we still have, like, our colonial empire. It's pretty good, right? Like, we've got territory stretching all the way over here. Because eventually we're going to need to strike at the United States. Like, that's going to be a difficult proposition. Because we need to invade, you know, China. Then we need to invade Southeast Asia. Then we need to invade the Soviet Union. And then maybe invade Canada and the United States. If we can maybe get that to work. But it's going to not be an easy, it's not going to be an easy task. Let me just put it that way. So, you know, at some point we'll be able to form, like, the Mongol military government. Because they do eventually spawn in, as we've seen in our past 2 campaigns. I'm not too sure when exactly that's going to happen. There you go. Yeah, pro-Japanese policies. For obvious reasons, we want to make the Japanese as strong as we possibly can. Like, how many, do we know anything about Japan or about China right now? They have 1 ship and no aircraft. Well, okay, that makes my life easy. So no matter what, we're going to have naval superiority against the Chinese. Also, I think we want to go for... Yeah, let's invade basic hand grenades. Okay, incident's gone down. We lose 10 political power. I mean, it's not really a big deal. There's something I can actually do about it for the obvious reasons that, for one, I actually can't even read what the event is. Yeah, because I think Japan really is just not... Really just, like, not prepared for this. Like, they're just, like, not programmed all the way, which is unfortunate, but... You know, 14 steel. Do I need steel, actually? Yes, actually, we will need steel soon. So, might as well get you going. Get that steel up and running. Should be done in just a few weeks. Depends on the military. We're still negative 15% stability there, which is not good. We want to improve our stability as much as we possibly can. Army maneuvers, judicial reform. But nobody's doing anything, you know, out of the ordinary, I guess you could say, right? Everybody's kind of doing what you would expect. Kind of faction is now at 37 points of influence. More building slots. I mean, sure. I mean, is it just militancy? Yeah, just the militancy. The militancy gets too high, then we might have some problems. In April 1934, a massive round of arrests were made for cabinet members. The investigation, conducted on the basis of rumors, the cabinet members were involved in a hoarding incident. In the hoarding incident of June 1933, arrested key members of the cabinet, including Vice Treasury Minister, President of the Bank of Taiwan, the senior prosecutor who led the investigation, Hironai Kichiro, has decided to carry on an investigation with strict determination. Of course, you can't expect the bureaucrats. You can only trust the military. What are we missing? We're missing artillerized and motorized divisions. Okay, fair enough. We can start getting some of those in production as well. Actually, I probably should have been building artillery this whole time. That's my bad. Okay, next up. 30 political power, 5% stability. I would not mind the 5% stability. It's going to increase our factory output ever so slightly. We know, yeah, we know template for the tank yet, but the tank, we'll need them in the future for sure. Because the tanks probably will help us win in China. Like, I can't imagine the Chinese have too many tanks of their own, if they have any. Because right now, you have 9 military factories. And we know that none of them are on tank production. So, us having anything on tank production is going to be a boon. Of course, I can't train any units. I can't make a new template. Which is all very unfortunate. Again, at some point this has to unlock, right? Like, I can't just be stuck at 49 infantry divisions forever. Right? I can't be stuck at 49 infantry divisions forever, because that would basically mean that, I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna actually, when we think about what the AI was doing in the previous campaigns, I don't think they ever had more like 50 divisions. So maybe... I will say that if by like 1937 we can't build any more units, we might try to because why are you considered a special troop? That's what I don't really understand. Okay, garrison support. I mean, I think you have to say yes, basically. Okay, thanks for the 20,000 manpower. Like, can you train units? Death of Togo. Okay, here the Battle of Tamuma and called the Nelson of the East died at the age of 86. Togo, who studied in England and later made a brilliant contribution to the Sino-Japanese War, soon won the most brilliant victory in the Russo-Japanese War by destroying the Russian Baltic Fleet in the 1905 Battle of Tsushima. Togo's funeral will be held as a state funeral, and all naval personnel from Great Britain, United States, France, and Italy attending. A naval parade will be held in Tokyo Bay. I mean, he's 86. He's quite the old man. Okay, keep on appointing assertive bureaucrats. Again, hopefully at some point we'll be allowed to actually... We don't need like the 1930 rifle. I don't think we have like anything in production at all, which is a little bit scary. Man, it's like I can't like duplicate these units either. I can only basically take more units from the AI. Of course, I can use your units better than I'm sure you can use your own units. Stabilize society for a little bit more stability there as well. Could get some more support by dealing with the leftists, but I think we want to maybe increase our we're going to try to improve our economy as much as we possibly can before the war actually begins. To me, that seems reasonable. You don't want to fight a war with a bad economy. You guys are now going to destroy the liberals. You're keeping social order. I think everybody else just has like more default trees. I'm assuming you have your own focus tree, right? Foreign policy. You actually don't. You're actually just on generic focus tree. So I mean, if they're on just generic focus tree, I should be able to win, right? Resignation of the Saito cabinet. Conservatives, the authoritarians will leave a coalition. I mean, that's fine. I don't need them. In 1934, Prime Minister Satai Makoto, his cabinet resigned after being hit hard by the investigation that followed. Okay, we're 60% support right now. The authoritarians, they have popularity 7%. Social liberals, market liberals, social conservatives. I mean, we don't need those other guys, right? Like, we don't need them. We're fine on our own, probably. I'm hoping, at least. Okay, we'll adopt some corporatism, but I think that at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name's been Ansem. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not doing a thumbs down. If you want to see me, subscribe, and goodbye.